Tony Vitello, I kind of liked what I heard from him over the weekend with regard to especially yesterday's game. And who cares about yesterday's game except for from this perspective? I don't care if you lose to the Rockies even. At this point, it doesn't matter. But Tony's right. This was embarrassing. I can't even recount. There was one inning where it went something like walk, wild pitch.
Hit by pitch, walk. I don't know. Did someone get pantsed? I mean, there was a single in there. Somebody got a base hit.
I was like, what in the hell are you all doing out there? And I appreciated Tony being like, that was not Major League Baseball. That doesn't count for Major League Baseball. And I know that the snap response is, well, give a manager minor league baseball players and you'll get a minor league baseball game, which is kind of what broke out. But check it out. Here's Tony V on how sloppy the whole thing was yesterday.
Yeah, it was sloppy. It was more, no discredit to some of the great work position players. Rafi starts the game with great base running. Obviously, the highlight was the home run. But for me, with that, some of their guys I think are really promising athletes, and they had good at bats. But it had more of the feel of a lower level, a junior college game, as opposed to a big league game with how some of the things transpired. And I was a JUCO guy, so I'm not disrespecting junior college.
I mean, you are, but
I know.
Yeah,
just straight from Tennessee, like he wouldn't call it a college game. Had to call it a junior college game.
Right, and he didn't want to call it a minor league game because he doesn't know what a minor league game looks like because he wasn't in the minors. But top of the sixth, there was a walk, bunt into a fielder's choice, a walk, a ground out, and then Brubaker comes in.
Brubaker?
Wild pitch, a walk, a hit by pitch, and then here comes San Martin, and he gives up another hit. Next thing you know, 4 runs on 2 hits and a bunch of walks and a hit by pitch and a wild pitch. And yeah.
Did they walk 10 people all told yesterday?
10 walks.
That's so gross.
Right?
That's so gross. Like there's nothing in a big league game that is, to me, more embarrassing than when a line of pitchers literally, like you can't even throw strikes. Look, sometimes you're going to get shelled, but you can't find the strike zone. It's just, and okay, I'm wild, once a month.
I'm wild.
No, but I didn't have it today. But this just consistent line of seemingly pitchers who have no plan, no idea exactly how to execute it, walking people all over the place. I love what Tony V said. Apparently there was a big team meeting. Blade Tidwell, who started the game, had this to say about it.
Doesn't Tony trust the team after the game? What's his message in general?
Just conviction. Have conviction in everything you do.
Obviously seen him address teams plenty of times. How would you kind of evaluate his message, based on kind of your knowledge of him?
I think he did a good job. Everybody was locked in, and the guys were nodding their heads and stuff, so I think everybody was on board with what he was saying.
That's great. I'm stoked that everybody was nodding their heads. Awesome.
Right. I mean, everyone was nodding their heads, and I can't help but think about the divide that's going on. If you're a vet and you're making massive money and you're going through this season, you're probably more focused on your own at-bats and your own thing than you are, trying to pick up River San Martin when he's going through a struggle, or Brubaker, who he threw 13 pitches, he walked 2, and he allowed 2 earned runs. No one got a hit off him.
How many of the 13 pitches were strikes?
4. 4.
How many?
4. And yeah, you give up 2 earned runs without giving up a hit, nor did you get anybody out.
So
and,
here's why I play the Blade Tidwell thing. Blade is a young guy. And that's a tough interview for him. So, how'd you feel about the team meeting? Well, everybody was nodding their head. So, I think we're locked in. I think we get it. Y'all have no idea. They clearly have no idea. And the reason they have no idea is because they're all babies. And, of course, Tony Vitello is going to be back next year. You can't fire a manager every year. It's incredibly embarrassing. There is a lot of learning on the job going on right now. And guess what? Now the learning on the job is not just at the managerial position and the president of baseball operations. Guess where else it is? Third base, shortstop, second base, center field, left field, catcher.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're all learning on the job. The Giants will never use this word, and they won't tell you. The Giants are in a rebuild. It's already started. I actually went to AI, Dibs, and I asked, could you, even though I know some of the answers, could you please pass along what are the noted characteristics of a rebuild? Listen to what came up, and you tell me if this sounds like the San Francisco Giants. First characteristic, trading veterans.
Yeah.
Any trades of veterans recently?
Yep.
Okay. Maximizing control. The focus shifts to players who are under cheap team-controlled contracts for multiple upcoming seasons.
Well, they don't really have that because they have these contracts that they would rather not control.
But they want that, and they tried like hell to do that, didn't they?
I guess, but I mean, you've got Devers, Adames, and Chapman who are under team control, but you don't want to be under team control of those guys.
No, exactly. But Chapman got hurt. Adames, as we are finding out, playing poorly, hurt, overpaid. Rafi Devers, highly shopped at the deadline. Didn't do it. Wonder if the offers were absolutely just a joke. CBA negotiations are on the way. If I'm a team going into this situation, no way in hell. Like, sure, I'll take Rafi Devers. We'll do $1 million a year of his salary. I wonder if those were the conversations. And the Giants are like, well, we can't do that. But my sense right now is if they're shopping Rafi this hard this year, why would they not do it even harder next year? One more year will be off the books. In theory, the CBA negotiations will have taken shape, and so will Bryce Eldridge's career. I think the Giants will try even harder to ship out Rafi Devers by next July. And I don't think they're going to do that under any circumstance to Tony Vitello, which is why I said earlier, if I did who's with the Giants longer, Vitello or Devers, I'll take Tony.
Yeah, see, I'm taking Rafi because I don't believe that the ownership is going to have the stomach or the stones or the wallet to do what needs to be done to get rid of Rafi Devers and his contract. I just don't see that. I think that they're interested in making money, in breaking even, in buying theaters and building skyscrapers. And so if you look at Rafi Devers' contract, and yeah, he's got an OPS of almost 800 now after a horrific April and a shaky May in the beginning, and he's turned out to be the player that you thought that he would be, and yet the things about him continue to kind of linger, whether or not he's a bad clubhouse guy or he's not a full-on team guy, whatever it is. I think that Boston, when they got rid of his contract, they were lightweight thrilled.
Couple other characteristics. You tell me, does this sound like the Giants? Stockpiling prospects.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
International focus.
Big time.
Testing fan patience.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's been tested.
Redefining success. Progress is measured by individual player growth rather than wins and losses.
Well, yeah, I mean, because wins and losses don't matter. You're what, 22 below?
The Giants
it's
are
over.
The Giants are in a rebuild.
They're trying, but they can't fully rebuild because they've got these albatross contracts.
Correct, but we're just getting started. They're just getting started.